Today, April 1st. We go sleep on the 31st of March 2020 with one case. We wake up, one case, but by the time way the day they go into the afternoon, we realize we get 2 cases of confirmed COVID-19 na Salone. So because of that, the government thinks there are a lot of things that they wouldn't suppose for put in place. And one of the main reason now because the first case we get yesterday no get any connection with the second case we will get today. So that one they go make you wonder how it come in contact with COVID-19. We all along the talk now COVID-19 na imports then get for import am. Even when the president talk na State House lawn yesterday, he say COVID-19 was imported to Sierra Leone. The first case, yes, but the second case, no. Inside the press briefing we happen today na the Ministry of Information and Communication, then here we I go outline now just some of the things that we will learn today from that press briefing. Like I said, second confirmed case, no get nothing for do with the first case. After they don't get proper tete-a-tete talk with the first case, they learn 130 contact them link to that first case day. Remember, 130 contact them. Now link to the first case. We get for bringing about contact tracing. Inside that one day, 43 primary contact traced. But then 43 then they where they don't trace already, 8 tests all long come negative. And this one na ongoing process. Remember 43. But 8 don't come negative. Then out of that 43 day, then get for land 3 contacts already don't travel go Kenema and Kono. I want make you pay attention no. Kenema and Kono, 3 don't go there. This is from the first case when a 130 contacts and they don't link to that case yesterday. They don't try for trace 43. 8, the test don't come all negative, and now process will still continue. 3 contacts there. Because they know, say you get her. They don't travel go Kenema and Kono. From Thursday, when at tomorrow, anyone where they travel go Salone, say na boats now then they use. Boats or land from Guinea and Liberia, then go keep them for 14 days, not less than 14 days. That one they begin make people and they ask questions. They say the border lock. Again, now yesterday, not saying we talk ONSA because of the pile of people them and goods them within and then 2 border then they open the border, even though then they take strict measures, but then give 72 hours from Monday to Thursday. Then they go make people and come inside. That's now waiting them be say. Now, they say the one they will get for coming inside. Make them ready. Oh. Make them ready. Because waiting do, then go quarantine them for waiting for not less than 14 days. And this one bring we to a short lockdown where they start from Sunday morning, 6 o'clock morning, 6 a.m. to Tuesday, 11:59 p.m. the 7th. Now I go down. Yeah. From Sunday morning, there is a lockdown. That one day now, I bring people and for begin talk say, with the way how the case number 1, they able link 130 contacts, and how deadly this virus be. So man say, today, after they don't know the end figures here, the government forbid all lockdown from tomorrow morning. And they not for even make 3 days, then for make 14 days. Other people then say, no. People in a salon, then get for go first, then go Fenam, before when they come, now that one day then they survive pa. If someone not come out, you know they get them. The one they go na market. The one they tote for the day. If they not come out, they not go get them. How you go say make them just lock down one time? Make them give them wind at first. Make them able to put themselves together. Since government not get them for keep people and say, una go na house, we go cry and pass and share rest. Una go cook. Advice then day for the public. They say if they notice say the sick, it begin boss na community na area them. They call them they trace, then they begin find out say the sick don't begin boss. Then go take them with heavy hand. Then go take them with waiting with heavy hand. Because right now, they want to make people and practice safety measures them what they don't put in place. But if they sick this virus, then begin find out say this they get and then they get and then they get them. What they call community transmission. Then the government go put in foot down, tranga one. But then they advise people for avoid crowded areas. That one they go make you ask again, say, with this kind, why area for the way crowd? You say for avoid crowded areas. But why we for even get crowded areas? Other people then go say, because people then they go market. Practice social distancing. That one day you know they see yourself. You know they see. Because today, UBA go give over 1 billion leons. How many people are waiting up for all that check day? How many rub skin will you not see by that check day? Who then they jam themselves just for Olam? We find out, say, the Sierra Leone Road Safety boss, himself say he go find the new Inspector General, Sovola. The man will dress in the uniform, watch what they say, then they hand over and not waiting, then they give. They wear face mask, but then put on down. Then the two people who come out say they will two body jump to themselves. How would they practice this social distancing? How? Not for put on pen and paper. We know say we good for that in Sierra Leone. For put pen and paper, we are the best. Think of something, ask, they don't pass her. One way or the other, IDEPA we books them. But now the implementation is our problem. And this time around, all waiting and they say so, we want for Sia. What did they say again? Hand washing. With two kind water. The dirty water where they say people for take wash their hand at you building. We post the video. I don't know if you don't see the video. It's in our page. Where the security guard at you building, they go bail water from that dirty pond within a you building. If they can't turn her inside that new Miller tank where they get. If they can't turn her there. So you come, sometimes you don't use hand sanitizer if your hand clean. They say no, you for wash your hand before they enter the building. Not going to say that dirty water then they give you for make you wash your hand. Dirty water and then they give you. So if we can sit down one day, now that kind of building day, where they carry most of the government departments there, then they give dirty water for wasan. How you go imagine other people them? Then people them way, then for go working work miles for go get water. We get for work early morning for go get water. How you go imagine them people and they for getting water? If the government building, they give dirty water for people and for wash their hand. They not left and they say transportation. All vehicles limited to the barest minimum. What did they mean by that? With the way DJ Umar called yesterday, all vehicles limited to the barest minimum. Let we say the private cars. What's in at the minimum? Na 3, na 4. At least we need for put number. Because your minimum, not to your minimum. Even when they say not for overload. That guy van a minimum dandy. Now kind of ride a minimum. We don't say now 2 people like the total for go from here to here. Now your minimum. So what's in at the minimum where the government supposed for put in place for make all man no say na the minimum na in this. Taxi na 2 na in for them at the back. 1 na front. Taxi 2 na the back, 1 na front. Keke 2 passenger only na the back. Poda. Bus, minibus, no standing, not allowed. No passengers in the middle seats. Hey. I don't know if the person will write this. Let's just take the one them where they go Waterloo, where they say na 5-5 for sit down. Then they not get middle seat too. Not to middle and they put that board because maybe this one and the one the way get seats na the 2 edges them, then they can't put that board na the passage. But most of them, that in a bus then and they get themselves now at home. They don't have it, so middle seats no they. So waiting at the minimum for them poda them. They want the Oblant to take 5. Waiting at the minimum per seat. I think say they need for specific. Even when you specify them, it's a difficult one to do. Let alone you not specify. We go make bribery. The police go extort money from the drivers. The driver self go take advantage. Also, I know say police no day, you overload and they. Waiting na the right of the passenger inside that motorcar. Because we don't see outside passenger then Kirali because they say halfway. Let's just take them halfway. Halfway not supposed for the all the motorcar then get outside and they go in print by the motorcar in body. Then print and if na Waterloo, na black road, all road they right are there. But when transport can difficult to forget. Then one and if you see they don't take in a ferry junction, now they then the tap. The passenger not get any power for say, no, you license for carrying me go Waterloo. Why for tap ferry junction? So come to this. Waiting now the power where the passenger gets. for make if they overload them, make you get voice for talk. Waiting. This not same them way we know for left hand to the people for decide. We not supposed for left hand to the people for decide. If you they come out with press release, if you they come out with press briefing, if you they see the team up against COVID-19, you need for get figures and you need for team up by the figures. We see them for the keke, we see them for the taxi. Then why the poda them? Say no standing allowed. No passenger in the middle seat. Poda now no get middle seat first. They no get. All motoka forget hand sanitizer for them passenger them. Hey. Ferry and we both send them pampane. Yeah, you. Only the barest minimum of passengers and vehicles allowed on those boats and ferry. Waiting na the minimum for ferry. Waiting. This na the side that will be done they go wrong. We need for correct now. Waiting at the minimum for boat and ferry. We go do the Pampa. I don't know if you don't watch them on Sierra Network Production. Where we go talk to them. Even though they tell you say they don't cut down on the numbers. If you watch the boats, the people and will load the people and will load by the boat. If you watch her, you go see how they all cluster together. Even though the authorities then will did the one that in charge of the Pampa, then they tell you say they don't cut numbers. So waiting at the barest number, we go able to make social distancing work. Waiting at the barest number. Because for make social distancing work, who is going to pay for those other people where social distancing don't eliminate? Who do they pay for? Then they bring we come to the hike of price in transportation right now. The hike of price. Because the keke go tell you, say, now 3 people I can take, but now they say 2. So now what they can say, when I get for pay for the other 1 person, we know the. So how then go subsidize this one? Or is it a sacrifice that the drivers, the ferries, and all these people get for make? Now make it act for make you see it happen. I even talk to people in today, Natong. They say this not the work. This one not the work. I deal with somebody on the phone. If they tell the driver, say no. Now this they don't put. The driver say no, he rates. In a 3 people they take behind. You see, because in no rate. Now make I ask the question, say, who got them? Go able to speak up for the passengers. Can they speak up from themselves? But if they talk, who's going to adhere to them? Would the driver go tell you, say, kando mi motoka? You know, don't they say tradition and religious practices them. Then they encourage traditional societies them for be hygiene sensitive. Would they bio them? Why they not ban them? Why they say them for be hygiene sensitive? And why they not say a ban for right now? Because we know how deadly this particular virus be. One mistake, one case, now lead to 130. Just one case, contact tracing. So why traditional societies then just encourage them for be hygiene sensitive? Secret societies are banned until further notice. One go on for us say, what are the difference between secret society and traditional societies? What are the difference between secret society and traditional societies? Where some of the secret society then go tell you say, na part of a tradition. So, would they make the rule like say, you na secret society or you na traditional society? Religious houses should not be operational until further notice. Funeral, not more than 20 people. And family member all thing, family member all thing, not more than 20 people if you want bury now. Because they say, even though they're not able to prove scientifically about that, what's the body, but however, then they discourage that one, they fail, for make people them, not they take dead body they was. And married, they say, then the limits are no more to immediate family. But they not give specific number. So who are the makeup of the immediate family? Who are them? Who are the really makeup of the immediate family? Then come to the market. Luma, from 10, then be done ban them. You don't say Luma, then they get a special day, where then they come with people and they come right across, even from across Liberia, even Guinea, then they come for cancel, then West, then Bodandi, then be done ban them. Shop and supermarket, they all forget hand washing facility, and then for practice social distancing. The entertainment in the club and the bars, then for open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then safe for enforced social distancing. Restaurants is open from 7 in the morning to 9 p.m. But again, social distancing, and then they encourage them for was their own. They beach them, all beaches close for mass entertainment, including mass jogging. They say they don't close the beach, but then close them for mass, for that crowded sporting activity. We all know. They be done ban there one day. But again, they say video centers showing matches are all banned. Whose match safe then go show now? We Premier League no they this nothing no they so waiting then go show. But they want make you understand this by the lockdown. 6 a.m. on Sunday, like I be explained, to 11:59. 6 a.m. to 11:59, like I be explained from Sunday to Tuesday. But what people can get for take note, no movement outside of your homes, except for essential services, which include health personnel, members of security forces, and designated number of journalists who will be given passes. We don't request for we own pass. We just hope say then go give it. Because we really want to see how the town get for day under the lockdown. If people really adhere. If they really adhere to the lockdown. So then try to explain, say this lockdown, not to one way, because your neighbor, you come on a do, work and get work go inside to your neighbor. But no, you for stay outside your day. Lockdown, you for stay na your house. Not to time for go find neighbor. Well, so neighbor then they we in a backyard passing. And then backyard passing there, no more now. Then they go out for stop. Something at the frontage, then go wait safe. But again, when the lockdown is on, waiting they expect people them for do. Because now the security people them can come in. We know a lot of time when they don't say coffee order and these things. When they say lockdown, You expect people for play music, for chill inside the house, they get a good time? Or you expect them for be solemn? They think, say, this virus they around. Even though the president say will not for panic, but how we expect the people them for behave inside and host them? We go make police knock and then the motor inside. What's in the expectation? Now we know say they're not for common do. But how would they expect them for behave inside? How? Because they don't always say no movement outside of homes. No movement. They also tell me about the ventilators. I remember we broke that news then. Say Sierra Leone gets only one ventilator and one main ventilator and 2 mobile ventilators. We make an 3. A lot of people begin to say, it's not possible, now fake news, this and that. But because of that, they will come at the red light. And I even get to talk with the author of that post day. We tell me, say, and they do this because it want make the government realize, say, now 1 grain main one day and 2 mobile one in the country at that time, under the government of Sierra Leone. So when they talk about the Choitram and all this, no, under government of Sierra Leone, that the entire country now be 1 and 2 mobile, we make and 3. So they want make we understand. You know, say because of that news, they will be broke. Anytime we then get question with journalists and able to ask, then they ask about this ventilator. Anytime, then they ask. There was an audio where I be the try for Fen. But me no go call him now. Well, said minister be talk almost we then get. We're different from what they hear now. But now they say 3 ventilators they in country at Choitram Hospital. But the government don't buy 8. The government don't buy almost 8. We get 3 with the rights now, but the government don't buy 8. AU, the African Union, where they tell you now say if they don't give, say then they then go donate 11 additional ventilators. And the one make no say the government then get intentional for buy up to 50 more ventilators them. But again, they say the one make we really understand because when people in the they ask about this ventilator. Say ventilator can only be used in critical situations or conditions. Then they use ventilator. Critical cases them that the ventilator they step in. So make we understand this. They say Jack Ma, that Chinese billionaire, we donate to countries them. He give 20,800 test kits them. 20,800 test kits now give. And then test kits and they inside salon now as we speak. 20,800. They say, according to what they talk today, now the press briefing, I just a breakdown for we so before go open the line, look, can talk this talk. Using approved methodology, then 20,800 test kits here, then sufficient for test 4,000 people. What they say if they use approved methodology, 4,000 people then go able to test them with then 20,800 test kits here. 3,500 test kits expected again for coming inside country with 1,000 already, by that 3,500 day, don't they inside the country. These are some of the things them, not all, but are some of the main things them, where happen today, now the press briefing. That's so we get 2 cases. Here why he say they're not saying that now for the lockdown. But the question now, with all waiting, they don't tell we say 130 people and say the 3 don't go Kono and Kenema, 48 and 43, 8 don't come out totally negative. And this second case is independent. You know, get nothing for do to that first case. So, what do you think? The 3 days before the lockdown for another 3 days? How you think, say, the criteria them, what the government put in place? Like how I explained, some of them, then just left unto the people for decide. Like the ferry, then just say, to the barest minimum. To private cars, then vehicles, then they say barest minimum. Would that determine the taxi, keke? They already know. But who determines the barest minimum now? And they open the phone line. All we want now for make this deadly virus not take we country hostage. It don't take a lot of big nations then hostage. That's why we're home. Waiting to because of coronavirus. We're under lockdown. And every day we sleep and wake, hundreds of people and they lost their life. Every day we sleep and wake, hundreds of people and they lost their life. We don't want that in Sierra Leone. We get, but we don't prepare, and the government try. But it's here now. Is 3 days enough? 3 days enough? For make them say, make all man, they under lockdown? 3 days enough? We don't begin get callers them. Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and who side you call from?
Yeah, good evening. This is Salas from Philadelphia.
Yes, Salas, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
Yeah, once again, as I can always start, contribution for 12 and thank you for the platform. At least, it might not be seen everybody they listen with, but I believe this they create a whole lot of impact with contributions and on a program where we get. I listened to the press conference this afternoon where, of course, I know say the program get for come up. So, like, I pick certain things then at the press conference where I will highlight already. The first one where maybe highlights at the press conference now that if there is any way then we're able to modify the language and the use at the press conference. Mind you, this will talk about Sierra Leoneans, everybody in a salon, not for educated people and not for people who get degree or go school, but for everybody in a salon. If possible, let them use Creole next time at the press conference. If possible, send them translate them to the major local languages. Or the least make it be say, let them use Creole. Instead of them they speak English, use basic jargons, they help the fight at all. That's the first thing we need to make up. Then the second thing is the 3 days lockdown. If then they talk about the time when then the people know say this person get the sick or not when it takes 14 days. So if they say in the lockdown, what's in the meaning of the 3 days? That 3 days not going to prove anything. So if they get for lockdown, at least they need for go close to that number if they not go the 14 days because it's too much for them to lock 14 days. But at least let them go close to a number where the lockdown will be meaningful, then we're able to get results from the lockdown. Now the second point where I be make up from the press conference. And the third one, the family, they say now, of course, they say they don't see 3 people don't go Kenema and some don't go Kono. Then people, then the houses where they go day. Let them just go and quarantine the one whole house of each of them people in there, and at least government provide food for them. At least have bags and small money for what they eat, or government will bring what they eat. That is the best, that they go help. But for say they make 3 days, the 3 days to me, I don't believe say that is enough. And for them just go, they say they go trace the individuals, then the individuals, and they don't mingle people them from the time when they come on the quarantine houses, saying they don't go reach na Kenema or go Kono or wherever they day. And the houses where they don't go there like 2 or 3 days. So when just go look for them individuals the day, I don't believe say that's the best way that one day. So now that way maybe they look at them. I wish government reconsider, and now they talk about the ferry. There was a time when I called again and talk about the ferry. Let them just limit. Let them show numbers, say, now 30 people we need, now 50 people, as the case may be. And we don't know, say, we'll really find way will help the social distancing. But if you say that's the person, the one where they run the ferry one, of course, no money then they look for. If you say the taxi man, let him use no money on discretion, of course you want money, get for give master money, need a chop money in a house. So definitely they only just go to 2 people there. But if the law states say now 2 people, one behind, one before, at least that they give some amount of social distancing. So basically, as some of the things that they would pick from the press conference today, this will be the same way. You know, come it, now it don't come. Now the government they put measures in place. Now act they're supposed for act, not only measures. The border them they don't send people a day. We'll be talking about forgive the people at the borders, then the security them, mobility, whether I'm on took them, on a bike them. Now the time for act, not for put things in place no more. You can put things in place for the raining day. Now the raining day line we day into now. If we don't begin get an independent case, then it worry me past everything. It even worry me past the quarantine people where they don't left, where they don't go offline. Of course, then they able, even though it's difficult because the transport they use for go. Who knows where they would have been in that transport they would travel with. But like the independent case where they don't get, then it is so worrisome. So maybe the virus we don't tell the country or it did. That person they say that now knows how many people in Canada hospital every day and go out and colleague workers them. So this is really don't they go out of hands now. And the contribution on the AAA.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, Salas. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who you call from?
Yeah, Dina Alusai they call from London.
Yes, Alusai, get the platform.
Yeah, AAA, thank you very much for the wonderful program, the way you're doing up all the time. You know, Monday to Saturday, you're doing a very great job with your team anyway. Yeah, this crisis here, for now, I believe say we did do well in Sierra Leone. Even though we today from Unahawu we listen to, we don't get to understand say 2 cases now. First case, not get the second case, not get nothing to do with the first case. Now we worry now how and who side this person here please sick here because from where we don't know all the cases that they get from Africa, now people where they travel, where they come on at them part of the world and then they go with them. So we don't know how comes where this person get them where they not travel. So it's very, very confusing and it's scary. So the authorities them there, we ask them, may they go deeply and find out and know exactly what happened and how this person gets them. If you have saloon, they come get in touch with them. You know, but as far as I'm concerned, the Sierra Leonean people, everybody conscious of this sick. Even when I say the media, like una station, so they see some of the commercials they don't make, and they try for advice, and even watch down other do when you send today, where they do Morima business, where the Morima they advise. So, then thing and they make people conscious of putting the ball in the country. So I strongly believe, say, by God's power, if we the people in Sierra Leone, we ready for work towards this sickness, for let we fight them, let we overcome them. Trust me, it will happen. But we, the Sierra Leonean, now we therefore make sure say this problem is solved. For example, like when you talk about the commercial motorcade or commercial thing, and people only use them and how do they do for capacity wise, it left to we to say, okay, if the Pudapuna come back, we'll let it go this amount because at the end of the government don't announce it will not follow through. So if we cooperate to research like so, the drivers themselves they will show understanding, say, oh, them passengers they are looking like a thing for follow within government thing. And again, when government they bring them rules there, then tell they bring, we don't say that for safeguard the people in the country. Let us try to look into the jobs the way people in they do and conditions them, let them change some of the conditions there. Because some man will say, I will fetch for overload because I don't want it. So now let government look say, okay, not to forsake they give them a floodgate for let people and say, I make a late for go work, but let them give them conditions and say, okay, for now, if you late for this time, we will see reason. You will call why make you late. But let them not to press on people and too much on certain things the way they do because of waiting they go on. For the 3 days, to be honest, I don't know what in the other caller they let us say, but I'm okay with the 3 days because one, even in country how they not lock everywhere. They allow people to go out. But if we say 3 days, okay, no, but let people enjoy the inside for that 3 days because now people they feel like they're scared for what don't happen. 2 cases now, people will be scared. So they want to let people in the house just for that 3 days. They know see what thing else will happen. If the things not come up worse, then they will let people go do their normal business. But the only thing, we the people, let we just be careful. Then we help ourselves for how to protect this virus to that country. If we do that, trust me, government don't need for talk. Medical people they don't need for can't talk. But we self we will able to put for how we make this sickness no rampant in that country. Say if we don't have the one people. I think if I don't say anything, I don't know more. But unless so we the people, now we the people we will solve this problem as alone. But mostly the employers them, then for reasons. The one they with them will took them, where they give people them for ride will gather them, and for say, okay, now business no day better. Then we reduce price for now because of this reason. They don't go steal loss. Then the business people they let them sorry for the Sierra Leonean. We understand say this is the time where some man want to put in price up, because of this thing. But with the big people, let people they see this is the time for them we united, not forget about politics. Now, not think politics, not think about Sierra Leone and the people of the country. Once this sickness go, we can come back again for our politics over deeper. We don't want to make opposition, this and that. For now, let we all bring we hand together, we put it all together like so. One, we make them, and then we will able to make this sickness by God's power, and will go away from Sierra Leone. I think if I never say anything, that I will stop. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alusine. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
It is Patrick from the US.
Yes, Patrick, you get the platform.
Thank you for this program. I mean, they do well, and let God continue to bless you. This year, the government don't try to at last. They don't come now. I mean, they don't put things there in place. But now, as the other caller said, and I have to do action, To me, the 3 days is kind of short. I don't know. If it's like extend them or push it further, extend them to a week. Let's see how things they go on. Because this is not to perform. Everybody they talk about it. We not say the situation as alone is difficult. It's hard. For put people there, for 1 whole week, they're not going outside. We say self American, who they suffer than the only different number now, just like 1 or 2 logistics the way we get. But the countries, there's people that necessarily for make sacrifice. They stay down. We don't see the most in the world don't come with people that don't in house for a long time. So people that left for obey to the law. And the government left for talk to the law officer at the back, I know with Sierra Leone police, I know with Sierra Leone Sujaman, there's someone who use this as opportunity also back for the make money of people there, because they're going to seize advantage on unnecessary, especially the people they upline, Most of these things, most people they upline, that they would affect because the one that I thought they will maybe taxation, but upline, not to some go as well. You think I will just go to bush, make I go pick one or two things, for can feed my family there. But they left for the government, left for talk to the security personnel, them let them act professionally, let them know what they do. They're not for the use this means also for the oppress the common man, for oppress the common man. Because if they oppress the common man also, it will be worse. So because people that left for obey by the law, if they can able to extend them to a week, that will be fine, because if they are, look, the other people, they say they don't care mind God now. Before we realize, now so you will go outside back, other places there, the thing, they fly like breeze, but we left for just very cautious. The people, they left for cautious. The government left for acts now, put the logistic there in place, as they don't make plans there ahead before this thing they come. Them plans the way they don't make ahead, let them put them now on practice. Let them put them now in action. So let people they see, say yes, they really made the work on the background before this thing they come. And that's all me left to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you, sir. Issa managed say same thing say 14 days lockdown go be enough for 3 suspected cases of coronavirus. Make we call this caller now. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and where you call from?
You want me to talk to?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The first thing I want to talk about now this 3 days lockdown, waiting the hope for achieve on that 3 days lockdown. You have any idea?
Yes, they say they want trace the 3 days lockdown for make them able to trace part of that 130, then the second number where they don't get for all the contacts the way it don't link with, so that they go able to trace all them people in there.
Okay, I got it. Now, there is some other caller. They talk about the people then for government for put logistic in place where the people for follow. So normally they follow instruction. Now the first question that one day, they talk about minimum. We talk about minimum. The driver then for the vehicle then now they determine what's not the minimum. Because they never follow instruction. And that comes with it. The people that we go put in charge for enforce them measures, then they never follow instructions. Then go they do waiting they feel for do as long as they get money. So no matter how they follow instructions, we just they pray God no more make that thing escalate. Because if it escalates, it will be devastating. That's what we pray God for. So no matter they follow instructions. The way the country and mindset don't they for years and years and years. Everybody know. Unless you do not in La La Land. Maybe you can tell me say Saloma they follow instructions. For years the Saloma mindset don't go different way. Because the governments them we don't get in that country they not focus the people in mind for being patriotic to that country they. Because all they are concerned about now for milk the country. So the people say no get time. All they care about now about themselves. So we just pray God may that thing they not go to an extent where it will escalate, it will cause problem in that country. Because as far as price is concerned, they don't go listen to government. Some man can go yes. It say we nature. That's why we turn that country for years. So we can say we just pray God here, let that thing no more go send a whole far place. Because if you reach there without the infrastructure, not trouble. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who the call from?
AAA, this is Abubakar, the call from UK.
Yes, Abubakar, you get the platform.
All right. Good evening to Sarah Network family. The first thing I would try to say, I would try to say thanks to the government because of the measures that we don't put in place. And I make in the first place we get this first case, we will identify them. If they're not being put that in place, say people then just come and left and go free how they want, we not for being get this case at all, and that will be a big problem. If we don't make the problem escalate more than the way we look at it now. So for say thanks to the government, they do very well, and we applaud them for that. Then again, the people of Sierra Leone waiting me to for tell them this social distancing is very, very important and for take on top priority. Because this now you don't camp and come. All waiting them, you don't talk. Now the time for let we act. For love CC, waiting them, the lectures we don't get, we put into practice. Then this traditional society where they still go at that country that believes it now for ban them you know what for lay they exist for now. If they get for carry on self in the future, well, that's not a problem. But for now, they need for put a stop to that. Because this is a time we need for really control the situation for lay will come to with you we don't get before. Then again, the other thing I want to talk about this BRS minimum of passengers away, the taxi drivers they take this. They need for come to the people
No,
they make
the
it clear.
taxi drivers Abubakar, the taxi drivers they own the where it come to all vehicles where it link to the private, now they get BRS minimum. And the ferry and the boats then they get BRS minimum. But taxi and keke then get numbers.
Okay, so well, as far as I'm concerned, if the taxi and the keke get number, why they not go come clear to the nation and say, okay, this other private side, they need for show exactly what they forget, what they for take, because that will make it will make it easy for the people than they just say them or do this. You know, Salon people we have for control, so this then get for make clarity on this, let people know. Then this millionaire, this Chinese millionaire, we donate them 20,800 kits to test kits to Sierra Leone. Now we say thanks to this man because at least it means very good for the nation. And I believe say all Sierra Leoneans for CC, the Chinese people them now part of we now. So for let them give them kind of test kits to Sierra Leone, a very, very big thing. Shalom, people will not get nothing. This will try for contain this disease, let God make go further. And this contact tracing is very, very important as well. Now we don't begin out of 130 people we they try for trace. So I believe say the government for look into this very carefully, especially we don't understand say 3 people don't go Kono and Kenima. So then people there from Freetown take go inside and I believe say a big job for trace all them people away don't come in contact. So they get for be very careful and be honest to themselves because alone people them right now if they go begin exercise this man where people in Canada please they will begin say no maybe can't see that man me not go then they just give different things. So the man the way they do this job they get for be very careful and try for be tactical because the Salon people they will not they listen to what they call authorities. So now this I believe say the government for be very, very careful and mindful and the authorities and like the police officers and back where they look after the stability of the country and for be very careful the way it people them because they not take this as an advantage for jump into people them But this that time now for good. No, this is wrong. So then you have to be very careful. Treat people with respect. And let us see how far, how best to be able to contain this disease. So now I'm going to take this for today.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Caller, you live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Hi, good evening. This is my Isatu. I call from New York.
You get the platform, Isatu.
Yeah, first, in terms of I think first I want to say, thank you to the government, in as much as we really try for do here for make sure say this virus no expand, not go beyond, the numbers, too many numbers then, but Lord give them some credit for the measures that we don't put in place. But now, we all ask for let the measures then actually be implemented, and then people then really adhere to their measures then. So in terms of the number of days we then decide for do a lockdown, I don't feel say it's sufficient given the fact that the incubation period for COVID-19 now 2 to 14 days. So if you really give that short time, how you go know whether the 3 days, like you don't do a lockdown, you don't test them for them, the results can come back in, 24 to 48 hours, right? But not how you able to trace all the people then we don't become in contact with the first case or the second case who don't get right now. So really they need for look into that and try for go based on guidelines in terms of, where they screen somebody, where they try for rule out something, based on that they need for, expand the days, so that we could really get the accurate number, of the virus, because right now, with the second case where you say get no connection with the first one is going to be a big challenge. And the other thing is, in terms of distancing, social distancing, for say 4 people in a taxi, I still say that it's too many people. Seriously, it's too many people. I think just the driver in the front and then 2 people in the back. Even that 2 people, if you ask me, I think it should be 1. Right? So now me think, now 6 feet.
Okay, so they say in the front, the front seats will remain empty, the passenger seats.
Yeah, just like they do in the state. Nobody sit in the front.
Okay. Then the back.
The back, if you ask me, now 1 for sit on the bar. I understand the economic situation. Now with country, if anybody they sit on the way, be say less than 2. Therefore wear a mask. Right? And for wear a mask, and just like the way they don't say about the hand sanitizer, and for make sure say the hand sanitizer they what people then go apply, where them can at the taxi, and where they go down at the taxi. Right? Remember they don't touch the doorknob, they don't touch so many things, then we will make sure say that virus just the transmit, it will multiply from one person to the next. We don't want that. So those measures has to be in place. The public health nurses or healthcare providers now need for actually be out there educating people. When we talk about language, say okay, the government, the people that talk in English, we understand. Say this, the news not just for the national, not for international viewers as well. But making sure that when messages don't go out, people that within the community, educators them, for they go out and educate people then. Where they know say not a crowded area and talk not the Creole or not the Mandingo or not the Mende, Timini, whatever, the Fula, any other language or the 16 languages that we're gonna in the country. The other thing, Law understand say the reason why the Dr. Uri say about the mechanical ventilation for just critical people then, that is correct, because not everybody go require mechanical ventilation. Right? Because yes, you need the ventilation for breathe, but then get other measures that we will put in place for make sure so you get oxygen. Oxygen that can give through your nose, through the nose and the mouth, the mask. Then some people that's sufficient for them. The one that we will need the ventilation, and the one that we now we get this cardiopulmonary problem, meaning cardiac, heart disease and lung disease. So because now the lung, it don't become inflamed, either it don't collapse, and then the alveoli where you need for oxygen and carbon dioxide, then it don't become become destroyed by the COVID-19. And when that happens, you do need those alveoli, those small sacs, for make sure say the lung they inflate and deflate. So we need that. We breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. So, and you need that throughout your blood system. And, if you really get any respiratory issues sometimes, what thing can end up for happen, it will lead to brain damage, right? Like people that can suffer from stroke and things like that. So, yeah, not to everybody go need the ventilator, but we for make sure say we have enough to really, sustain, the sick people and the critically ill people there. Right? So even though those 3 other ventilators wouldn't get a toy tram, the government get the right and the authority for ask them for say we need them ventilator because we're in a critical state and we government need them. Right? No, just take a look at that and not say those are things that needs to happen and not to everybody get for require the ventilator, but at the same time we do need enough. 3 and 8, whatever the numbers are that's going out right now, that's not enough for a country like Sierra Leone. Yeah, we know Boku like America, but trust me, there are sick people out there. Okay? And the good thing, the weather now we country now can help with some of them respiratory problem there. People that would get, asthma, COPD, bronchitis or emphysema, it's bad, it's really bad for them. But, with the hope, say, we can work together, with the hope, say, that everybody will really adhere to the measures that are in place, for not really try for tackle and contain this virus to a number where we say is manageable, which is very important. So I will left there for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aissatou. Thank you.
Thank you.
I go read few messages them. I will read few messages them. Some of the message them where I see now Facebook make say I'll tell you say it says Salone no get infrastructure. Salone no get infrastructure. He also say when that caller call from the UK, we say Salone no get money. I say Salone no get money. He say please. He say na they then thief 323 billion leons. Then back them up like the plazas, the 323 billion. Now the rest, and back them up with the plazas when $94 million. He say, I go say, Salone no get money. Make we come with this caller. Yes, caller, your name and who side you call from, please? Yes, Musa, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
Your contribution is that I'm really surprised because we say that we don't get another second case back. And no, we the talk say because in this TV we the talk say this second one, contact, not a possible travel from overseas, not a possible travel from Guinea or Liberia. A possible did it. In the talks, you don't contact about 100 and something people there, so they don't go corner like Kenema. So, I mean, worse part than you are afraid. Go not get for no if the government, if we not get to trace them people there, so let them quarantine them. We don't know how the thing can be. So really, we the government don't talk to for that 72 hours. Then they fine. So let me be able to trace them people there. Then try for finance and outside them day. So they then test them for that negative or positive. Because you know yourself, Salone people the way with this so would always contract. Always the near fumble the community or anything there. So but still we still have chance. Because then 2 cases they wouldn't get is still small compared to other countries. So the government don't talk about that 72 hours. to only to then people, salon people, they were for really listening to the advice, to the rules the government have put in place. That if you wash your hands regularly with soap, social distancing, use hand sanitizer. And for that rule, the government don't put in place for them, put that there for say, it will be 2 people, for them to people them by the law. Because no matter this thing, it's hard for people there because we all know. So the people in a salon pass go, daytime for them getting living and even 10. So it goes very hard. Even that 3 days of government say with that lockdown. So the people then get for really suffer. Because if you wish they wouldn't have enough safe. They tell them we will suffer, so people don't lose their job now. So, but life is very important. So, no by the law, the government don't say. Still, then they update we about the cases, so we don't get 2 cases. 3 people that take the law or by the law, so that we'll be able to conquer this. If we come together, we don't make any this party business, don't put aside. We all come together, we'll fight for this. We'll fight for this disease. We'll make it not go before. So, I'm not going to take that. Thank you for giving this platform for this update about this coronavirus.
Thank you very much, Musa. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Make we just bring Tony, make him can lock the door for we. Yes, Tony, waiting na your own contribution.
Yeah, Family Kushe and couple. We want to tell the government thank you. We not go time for tell them thank you. And we want to tell everybody where they play their own part, we not so part of government. They do a very good job because the fight, just like I said yesterday, is not a fight only for the higher authorities. It's for everybody. Because once you get family in a salon or you're not Sierra Leoneans and wherever you live, you must concern because the part where we live, we see videos them and everything, and we watch news and we see how dreadful this virus is, and we just they play to their class or their authorities, make them continue for be proactive. Let people that not use this 72 hours because we know salon people whenever they say lockdown and everything, I'm done this salon during Ebola time. I know now everybody they make last minute planning for chill or for this, for go lock in one place, rules that then go enjoy till the thing is done. Make them really abstain, because this thing has to do with behavior. They listen to one professor just now, he tell we how really this thing not to just basically distancing yourself, you understand? It's about people behavior, how you for control yourself at this crucial time. If they tell you, say, no, forget that, 2, 3, or 5, 6, 7, 8 people, then you get for maintain that distance. You get for really maintain with people them at times, it's sad because of the way we country set up. You don't go blame them because you can't tell them, say, no, you're not going to market. Because if you look and see the way how we market places and set up, there is no way where you go observe social distancing. And you yourself mentioned, say, you be a good check, you see where people then cluster together. It's very, very difficult. And Saloma, where they sneeze, they sneeze with strength. And this is not habit. So man don't use for sneeze freely. It sneezed for your understanding. You can take time for make able for adjust, for make it sneeze. You get a tendency for let people then just cough and sneeze anyhow how they feel, But this is not the time we get for be mindful of our environment. We get for be mindful. Hygiene plays a great role. We go for the wash your hands. We go for make sure saving. We also do go for the clean regularly. You go for the clean. If you don't want it, use for the clean. You go for really practice this because hygiene they play one great part, of this thing. And then the border areas, we not the key areas where we always done the hammer out and we done the reiterate and again say government need for provide logistics. Government need for make sure say people then wait in the area then they will not just their pathway where people they can like walkway. I would say people then can just walk from one village, they don't cross over. Thank you for being mindful because the Okada guide them, not the main people that we they need for talk to all the heads them where they within them border the region, and they make they really not compromise situations, because they can do whatever they want to do for protection and be proactive. But if those areas are still porous, definitely put we all at risk again. And then the other last thing again we I want to mention about is about the market people. Yesterday I mentioned about that. The concern not to just the 72-hour lockdown that will be, therefore deal with the marketplace. The marketplace, in a sense, wherein we will see prices, excuse me, they all don't shoot up. You understand? Prices don't shoot up. Till when at 10,000, now at 15, some now 20. Let's buy going at 300, now at 420. All them kind of thing in the, government really need for you. Why would they say government? Because they share the burden. I mean, they share the responsibility. You understand that they would look to for regulate price. Although we not get price, 100% price control on a salon, but they can send them voices and warn people and say this is not the time where you're not get for all the products and you're not get for use this opportunity and try for inflate your price. Because basically, what would they try for say? The transport people themselves plays another part again. If they charge more for one bag rest for care and go at Salo, definitely, the more they go sell in rest for adapt final price into the resting cost, the unit cost of each bag. So with a big whoever responsible or the business people, let them not use this as an opportunity for enrich themselves, because what you gain the whole world and lose your soul. You understand? We don't see people that will not amass wealth and don't get property and this and that. They didn't die. You understand? Look, for example, people that already die now. Some of these people, they have mansions, they have wealth, they have property and things. Then you understand? Sickness like this can. Then die. We were not happy when they die, but look at the situations. You understand? So you and our business people where they do business, or probably no people them where they do business, don't they? You get for talk to them. Make them not use this opportunity for enrich themselves at the end of the day. You lose your soul, and if you get for go with the money, and other people then get for benefits or get for enjoy your money. So with the big deal, it's not easy. We don't try to this 11th hour, and now we get cases. Make we not relent. We now get for relent, and now we get for be more vigilant, and now we get for be more focused, and now we get for be more united, and now we get for be more together. You understand? This is not about tribe. This is not about political party. This is not about which region you come out. This is not about which school you go. This is not about whether not graduates or whether not graduate sickness, not the count. We also Ebola come how many people they kill innocent people, they kill people, them doctors, nurses, for first responder, okay, call them, we get for relator. If you say they feel dizzy or they feel any kind of way, government don't get testing centers, then go and check and make sure say you're safe. It's better for make your conscience clear, say yes, get some, or they diagnose you early and they able to treat you than you get for going to hospital where it don't too late. Very, very, very sad, So deal with the big papa government, with the big everybody, with the big all political parties, whatever party you able play now, you understand the media house, themselves get over for play now, because they definitely they give more longer coverage or hours to sensitization, especially the community radios. So let me take that the back and still show. I don't say everybody don't be select an important points them, we all it's like 360 degrees, we all play around the same thing, and just remind people that thanks so much, and thanks everybody with the list wherever you did. Let God bless we all, let God deliver we country, for let us know, let we not see life still go, we see. Me now one victim we lost me one great brother who I get during Ebola, another of Ebola, but the consequences then when me prevail. If somebody get heart attack, nowhere to take them at that crucial period, they definitely die. So with the big everybody, we not go want that same thing that will happen, make it happen again. Thanks so much again, Abraham.
Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Just want to go through some of the messages them, and also some of the comments them na Facebook. This message now from Donald Jones. He say, he get serious question about this social distancing. He say, what thing happen in the situation? Also, you get more than one person where they live inside room. He say, Salon, we all know. Say, beaucoup people they live inside one small room. He say, outside the rest go sleep. He say, families they overcrowded inside room them. He say, how about the toilet, the latrine, the shower? He say, I'm very worried about that one day inside Mama Salon. Isamani say the 3 days lockdown, he say, no one look like say that they go be enough for 3 suspected cases of coronavirus, especially with the kind of weak health system where we get inside Salon. And Mami Bai Kamara say, if they lock people in down more than 3 days, how you expect people them where they survive day by day? How you expect them for live? Helen McDavis, they talk, I think at the time where I started to talk, he say, in your message, say, in think, all patriotic Sierra Leoneans from all over the globe can understand Creole, or if they want, they can speak English and also translate them into we local languages them. Abdullah Bundu Conte say, if they know that private transport are not adhering to the law, make them lock them down. A serious government will send its government bosses. Winston Ojukutu Macaulay. It says Sierra Leone is not poor. I think he replied to that caller back with but has been poorly and wickedly governed since independence. Abdullah Bundu Konto they ask, he say where the school boss and the government boss them. He also the big WHO, he say make them send coronavirus test kits them. Ellen McDavis, he say 2 weeks lockdown, he say for be okay. It's a manish again, he thinks say 14 days lockdown might be enough to trace suspected cases of coronavirus. Abdullah Bundu Conte again say action should be taken long ago. The government will have gained much respect. Adika say sorry, but 3 days that day, it not really look like say he go do anything in the country. The whole country must be quarantined for 4 weeks as the symptoms appears. Treatment should be strategy immediately. I think most people they call for the Judge Kamara say 3 days is not enough. I'm grabbing the country again, 3 days is a joke. I'm Joseph Kamara say in things say testing of the traced contact was too early. They should have put them in quarantine to see if they show any symptom. Joseph Kamara, I don't know if na the 43 where they say na primary and they don't test to them say it's come negative. I don't know if na that one they try for talk about. Winston Ojukutu Macaulay say the Dutch Health Ministry said that it was forced to recall 600,000 face masks within ship from China on the 21st after the found say some of them face masks then be defective. And then Mark Davis again, he said Tripoli talking back. He said, my brother, I said, now the border them, now they not the big problem. I tell us, he say, all time in the Yari people and they say it's not about politics. He say, but inside Salon, it's all about politics. To stop coronavirus making our whole Salon hostage, the government the people of Sierra Leone get for play them part. The people them get for want for lick themselves and save themselves and the one the way they lick. The people them of Sierra Leone get for lick themselves, save themselves, and the one them way they lick. What do I mean by that? They don't put rules, they don't put criteria. Follow them. Even though we get example them where they show we say, even the one the way they put the rules and regulation, not the follower, but for save you safe, follow them. And they want the way they in a different offices them. We still they go and pay courtesy call them. I think say the courtesy call them do so for now. The one the way they donate, that's fine because mostly they see an outside than the door. And for observe social distancing. Touch. Goma Valley, Salwako, for make we get proper water. Areas then they wouldn't be put the miller tank there, then 10,000 liters of miller tank them around. Do ya make them continue for supply them places then they? Do ya? A lot of people since the day where Jack Ma do that donation, where the Ethiopian airline carry the donation as alone. Plenty people and don't they ask the government, say, do ya make them check them supplies, then they will go salon. Make them check them. Other people and they say, do ya make we tell Jack Ma thank you for we igiwi. Where the government say 20,800 test kits na igi salon. So people then they say, make them check and find. But social distancing in Sierra Leone. Marisa Amina Aziz Sankose is impossible na salon. Social distancing. Impossible. Sierra Leone. But make we try. Make we try. There are beaucoup things then the way you go say yes, impossible, but Leone not say never. It's difficult, yes. Like I said yesterday, we Sierra Leoneans, mostly Africans, we not respect the next person in space. The next person in space. We not respect them. Now we see inside the Ministry of Information say, now online no more now, then go do them press briefing. So like how we can send we reporters then not go for the good again. Now online because of waiting the social distancing, because it's hard, like it's in our DNA for jam body and rub skin with possible you know sabi. It in our DNA. So even if person they come towards you want jam you team up for make it slide. So man can even go to the extent they ask you, say, waiting, you feel a toilet in my body? The extent that you right say for jam you. Or for making skin touch you. Or you feel say you better pass me. Salon come to. But their habits then they. Now we need for change. We really, really need for change them. 3 days lockdown. We hope say it go yield fruit. In fact, I don't know if we can just advise a little man tapu side first. But this one for the command free tongue, go na the provinces, command at the provinces can have free tongue. But again, if you say little man tapu side, then go say, oh, now you don't pot cover. Because the most dangerous thing about coronavirus, you know they know say you get them. You dey be as normal as you think say you dey be. But you dey pass and they distribute. Say then they fair not say you get her. Now you. And because we don't respect space and salon, thinking about the social distancing, I talk her. The UBA, watch the picture. All man they fit for all. Even though they say they team up, then they try to get social distancing in the way they team up. They tell them be safe for can snap. All man want, I don't know if I made the pass it and say, let's have be all check then and then be part of the delegation where we can donate. So all man they can for can all the check. So at the end of the day, the social distancing where they say they try for observe whilst them be they stand, then be break them. Then be break them. And do ya, you building. Would that supposed to supply clean water day? Make it go supplier. It's I don't think I get a word for cedar water. Working in that dirty water. I like them be say because them be saying come one of them days yeah. You know make it clean. It's exposed. If not because you go put on a tank for disguise them. Nobody no go yonder, it go but 2 days say they wash yan if it's normal. Nobody no go do and say if you normal, you no go but yonder say they wash yan. Let alone a computer. Suicide the Minister of Information himself demonstrate, the deputy demonstrate. We hope say na be clean water be did. If na be that same pond dirty water, well, I'm afraid. We'll begin checking themselves because we get diarrhea, cholera, and all these things. Person take your own clean and you go take dirty water. The lockdown, would they advise with people for adhere to? Not come on at Gito, because if they meet some law enforcement there, we don't say they're not shake body. You don't say. Yes, you go inside use, behave normal. Respect the rules and regulations. You self save yourself first, ba. You self save yourself. For the sake and likeness we get for your family, save your family. For the sake of that. And we hope see the contact tracers then go do their work correctly. Even if when they go and ask questions, they fail not say that person they name not be there. But then think say after questioning those people, this person might make them include at the list. The borders. Even though we see the border closed. Then we don't say because of the pile of people and goods the way they now the two border they give 72-hour window made in kind inside. Now though you say anybody we can inside. As long as you can inside, waiting then they do. Then they continue for not less than 14 days. And you can imagine all this one they add up to the money where the states they spend. Because when they carry it you, when they continue, then get for pay usai the tap, then get for feed you. Why if you be done left usai you there now? Because not to self-quarantine. Because if not self-quarantine, they will say, then I use. You feed yourself a day. But Salon, we act for your reward. We act for your reward. We can even trust say we people them. We can able say self-quarantine. When all this get for done, when then go begin ask question about transparency, how much the government spend, how much comes, how much they spend. You go say Tripoli be talking back. The bulk of the expenses get for go per quarantine because of the lodging and the feeding. And we taking more people than they come in. You go see now citizens, they will not need for left than I do. Or some people go see now business people them. They need for car inside with them goods than they. We hope say we will do the correct thing. Make we know for them. Now then law enforcement people they hand them. Because you sabi you how they can act. And we hope say they go act professionally too. Because then self get a responsibility. If you say they go grip person, what if that person they get her? If you say they go beat person, what if that person they get her? What if he get her? So please, make respect flow. Respect yourself, self, or save yourself, self in your life. And once alone we get. We be the pray say this day, not come out the talk say corona reach inside alone. But it's here. So one for see the implementations then. More rigid. So that two side and kitchen are they done. We can do this. We'll go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. Tripoli say, tata.